Dr. Chris Egbu is the Director General of the Institute of Center for Productivity. He is a man that is well known. He's an author, an erudite scholar, and a prolific writer. He's an author of New Ways of Employees, an author of Entrepreneurial Finance, is on Amazon list. He's a consultant, New Ways Consulting. He's a director of Institute of Forensic Science and expert witness. He's also president, Association of Pension Desk Practitioners of Nigeria, an assessor, Institute of Management Consultant, assessor, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. Okay. He's also a fellow of the Institute, of our institute, which is Center for Productivity. He's also a certified management consultant, a member of Nigerian Institute of Training and Development. He's also a fellow, Institute of Nigerian Management Consultant, fellow of Institute of Credit Administration, fellow, Institute of Chartered Accountant of Nigeria, fellow, Institute of Governance and Management, fellow, Association of Forensic Science and Expert Witness. I want to stop here for now, because if I should start counting all the association is affiliated to, time would fail me. But however, I want to introduce him as our lecturer for today, so that he will take us on the subject that I've just mentioned. Dr. Egbu, you are welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So we will start this discussion. I hope you are seeing the screen. And it says 10 easy steps to growing your business, where to start and how to do it. The micro, small and medium enterprises is the soul of most businesses and heavy employer in every nation. But most often, this business has not been doing well in Nigeria, possibly because we are not doing all to grow it, and we are not spending all our energy towards that. So today, we are going to discuss how you can grow your micro business to small business and your small business to medium business and so forth. So we are going to look at introduction, understanding organic growth, also integrative growth strategies, and 10 easy steps to business growth, and 6 business growth milestones, and the role of CeProd in your growth and productivity. Now, if you look at, in the last public lecture, we discussed 10 easy steps to be more productive. 10 easy steps to be more productive. This month, we are looking at 10 easy steps to grow your business. If you are very productive, you will put on your energy into growing a business. Even if you are working, it's still an organization that needs to be grown. The same strategies can apply. And if advancement from one step to another, as you can see from the image by your side. how the person is building from one step to another. Now, do you want to grow your business or organization? Your reason may be due to your personal ambition, because an opportunity has presented itself, or simply to increase your income. Whatever your motivation, there are various ways you can grow your business or organization. And if you are not growing your business, with time, if your income in your business is the same, with time, inflation will erode your income, and you are going to go down and down, except your business is being grown. And when we mean growing your business, it means that you must have moved your business from idea stage to innovation stage to entrepreneurship stage. Most people, when they have an idea of what they want to do, they may think that they have already started a business. No. Creativity has to do with what you have in your mind, an idea of what you want to do. It's not yet a business. Then you have to introduce innovation. When I mean innovation, you have to look at existing businesses. How can you change what they are doing so that you can do something that is unique? Then from there, you take it to an entrepreneurial level. That means implementing it and seeing the result, and replanning again and seeing the result. So if you have an idea or a concept and you have not launched out, and you have not started to receive income, it's not yet a business. Understanding organic growth. Yes, we have different ways of growing business. One is organic growth. And organic growth means you started the business from foundation, and you keep putting one block after the other. Now, an organic growth strategy seeks to maximize growth from within. There are many ways in which a company can increase sales internally in an organization. These strategies typically take the form of optimization, reallocation of resources, and new product development. So you start looking at how much do you have? How can you optimize it? Where are you going to put those monies you have? How do you develop new products? When we mean new product, it might not entirely be new, but the way you present the product, the service may be new. Then organization of a business focuses on continuing to improve a business processes to reduce costs and set appropriate pricing strategies to increase income on product or services. Reallocation of resources involve allocating funds and other materials to the production of best performing products, while new products development seek to grow a business by introducing new goods and services. So you are going to look at how do you reduce cost? How do you improve your processes? For instance, some people that have a restaurant now are using delivery method, because if you are living in some area like Lagos or Port Harcourt, and you are to go to a restaurant, you may spend an hour, coming back an hour in a hold up. And these are distances that cannot take you usually more than 5 minutes. Then what do you do about it? People now introduce people ordering and using bike to go and deliver to them, so that you cut short the time people spend on the hold up. What has the person done? The person is still doing the same restaurant businesses, but he has improved on the process. The same thing, if you are doing training, for instance, like we are doing this training, people are joining from abroad, from Port Harcourt, from Abuja, from Enugu. If we are to say, come to where I am, all of us will not be able to join because of airfare have escalated from 30,000 to and fro. It used to be some years back to about 150 to 200,000 to and fro ticket. Therefore, you must improve the process so that people will be able to key in to your service delivery, like we are doing now through webinar. So whatever your business, there are opportunities to improve the business and process. There are opportunities to reduce cost, and there are opportunities to increase income by reaching more people. And this is what this business owners should be thinking about. But most often, business owners are involved in execution. They are involved in operations, and they don't think strategically like we are talking now. We are going to answer your questions at the end of the lecture. So no need to raise hand now. Now, we also talk about understanding organic growth. Organic growth allows for business owners to maintain control of their company. So if you start a business and you keep growing, ploughing back your profit into the business from time to time, you are going to have a control. But when you go into merger, acquisition, or you're expanding through merger and acquisition or other ways, it is called inorganic growth. You may lose control because other people are coming in and bringing in their shares or capital. So it is up to you whether you want organic or inorganic growth. Case study of organic growth. Walmart, which is one of the top 5 companies in the world, Walmart, they grew their sales by 2.5% in the 53 weeks ending January 31st, 2020. This is a clear case of organic growth. And Walmart CEO attributed this to strategic focus on comparing sales over same-store sales with identical period. So what they have done, each month, they hold meeting, they look at what were the sales this quarter compared to last quarter. How can we improve it? And we see that they have improved it by doing what? Improving the in-store experience for customers. If you go to Walmart in US, it allows you can pick any cloth you like. They have dressing rooms where you can go and test those dresses, even trouser, you test it. If you are okay with it, you buy. But you find out that most of our shops here, we don't have such things. So people don't give you opportunity to test a suit or test trouser because the space is small. But because of that in-service experience, good experience you have, you can test anything and drop it. People will arrange it. Then they have a unique selling, a unique USP, unique selling point. That is why they were able to grow their total revenue from 528.1 billion, an increase of 13.7 billion or 2.7%. So you can look at what others are doing, how you can improve it, and take up from there. Instead of just what people do now, people do copycat. You look at what the other person is doing, you copy without any innovation. That is why POS, you will see it every house. You see a POS. People are not looking at how they can improve the processes. Rather, they are looking at how they can copy what others are doing.
Agree.
Now, if you watch this, you see the 4 main growth strategies defined by Ansoff matrix. Now, if you want to grow, you can use this Ansoff matrix. You can think about, are you going to develop new products? Which means you add some element of creativity, innovation into what other people are doing. That will make it a new product. Then you have to promote it. That means you are using existing market and new product. You can also look at existing products and existing markets. Then that means you have to do market penetration. You have to do a lot of marketing, sales. Like you see some who deal on drugs or medicine, which even you may not know, but they have vehicles and speakers, loudspeakers. They go from street to street, hawking the medicine. That's a strategy on market
penetration.
You can also use market development. That is existing product, new market. You take your product to where people do not have such product before, which means you must have a way of reaching out to new areas. Of course, you can also diversify, move to other things, the field that are moving. So what strategy are you adopting in your own business? Only you can answer that. So it is not enough to say people are not patronizing what you are doing. What strategy are you using to make people to patronize you? Now we are going to look at now the 10 easy steps. The 10 easy steps of
business growth.
Okay, I want to remove this. Okay, that's fine. So we are going to look at the 10 easy steps to growing your business. Now, one of them is okay. Okay, one of them is build a sales funnel. Build a sales funnel. Now, when we look at a sales funnel, it's driven from the usual funnel you use or you are aware of, which in the up is very broad, down is narrow. So what it simply means is that you must have a way of attracting prospects, people who are likely to patronize you. And after attracting them, you have a way of making cold calls, sending information so that you get a smaller part of that group who want to learn more. Then you make actual contact to them. If you look at the chart, the next chart here, that shows you a sales funnel. Here, you work on attracting lots of people. Like you can see, this is like a usual funnel you use to pour fuel or things in a gallon. Here, you look at the ways to attract leads. It could be by advertisement. It could be by sending emails. It could be by prospecting, making cold calls. So when you attract these people, they are called leads. And their opportunity you have to work on. Then you make sales calls to them and connect with them. Then you follow up. at the proper timing. Then from there, as you go down, fewer and fewer people is what you will get. Then you convert, look at the obstacles, then you make a sale. Therefore, if you are looking at the bottom, making sales, without having any system of getting people on board, then you are making a mistake. So what you see here is how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you must have a sales funnel which have these stages of opening opportunity, bringing a lot of people in, then making connections and call and so forth. And each stage requires different strategy. What it means is that when you advertise or you send mass email or SMS, you will only reduce the number by having fewer people who show interest. Then you follow up with them. So each one, you will have a template of contacting the next people for the next stage. So in your business, you now ask, have you built a sales funnel? If you don't have a sales funnel, you are making a big mistake and you cannot grow. Sales funnel can help to automate your business. It helps you to scale and grow quickly and easily. Sure, there are some front-end work involved, obviously, but once these processes are in place, it is smooth selling from there. What is a sales funnel? And what are examples of how to create it? This website or link will tell you more about it. So when you get the slide, you will check on this www.crazyegg.com, the blog. Now, second is use a customer management system. What do we mean by customer management system? You must have a way of tracking your customers, as simple as having their emails, having their phone numbers, and knowing when to contact them. For instance, people at times, when people go to a shop, the owner may collect your number. At times, even in the supermarket, they ask you to have a loyalty card where they will contact you, they'll give you a card, take your number. Each time you come, they will give you maybe 5% or 2% discount. It's a way of managing your customer. Some even will say, okay, if you patronize us 5 times, the next time is free, like those who have car wash. So you must have a way of managing your customers. Now, if you want to do it with softwares, we have some softwares like Salesforce, which will collect addresses, names, emails, phone number, even date of birth. And at the appropriate time, they will contact the customer or send them some information from time to time. Others like Infusionsoft can also assist with sales and marketing. There are plenty of customer management softwares, most of which integrate with other cloud-based services. So you find what works for you, but you must have a way of managing your customers. Remember, the first one we talk is building a sales funnel. Then after getting the customer, the next one is how do you manage them? Do you know them? Do you have their database? So each of them requires work. When you use customer management system or CMS, it will increase your lead conversion with powerful follow-up. The reason is because you will contact them intermittently. If you are selling physical goods, When you have new arrivals, you will send to them that you have these things. If you are dealing on services, when you have new calendar for your service, you send to them. So 80% of users increase their conversion rate using CRM. Why we talk about CRM is not because you cannot do it manually, but it's because it will take you more time if you are doing it manually. You can imagine sending text message manually to 2,000 persons. You can imagine sending email to 50,000 persons manually. It will be very Herculean task. But when you have a customer management system, you automate the processes. Fully customizable messaging to leads based on your customer actions. Campaign build automatically tag new leads, assign tags, and send emails based on client actions. The next one is research the competition. In any business you are doing, you have competitors, those that are doing similar things. You must research on them, know what they are doing. And when you do that, you'll be able to know their position in relation to your competitors. And we have some websites that can help you to do that. One of them is www.similarweb.com. www.similarweb.com. You can try it after this time. If you have a website, go to that website, similarwebs.com. You put your own website. It will rank it. It will tell you how many persons have visited your website. It will tell you even males and female, how many males, how many female. It will also tell you the age demography of those that visit your website. Now, if you also know your competitor's website, you can put it and compare your competitor's website with that. It will show you your competitor, they are ranking in the world, they are ranking in Nigeria, and number of people visiting them and number of people visiting you. So these are some of the things you can do. If you're also into advertising, you can also rate your own adverts through adbit.com. Compare other organizations' adverts with your own. By so doing, you can research on your competitors. To get more information, you can visit this link later to know that 7 marketing tools to spy on your competitors. Now, 4, you create a customer loyalty program. Customer loyalty program is very important. Like I mentioned before, a supermarket, they say, some will say if you buy something worth 100,000, they will give you a percentage as a rebate. So have a similar thing. Like in CeProd, we also have a discount on our training for those who have attended in the past. So whatever you are doing, have such a loyalty program. It will help more people to visit you. For information, our members of CeProd will receive free slides and recorded video of this presentation, while others who are non-members will receive the free training video. So you can send chat for your free materials by dropping your full name, email, phone number to the chat box. It's optional. If you want a certificate of participation on this course or program, you can pay 5,000 to get such certificate. You can also indicate in the chat. The admin will contact you. Now, 5, identify new opportunities. You must continuously analyze new opportunities in your business by understanding your demographic better. Like as I mentioned before, if you go to that website, it can show you number of people that visit your website, number of women, number of men, also age range, those between 10 to 20, those between 21 to 30, and so forth. So when you know the demography, age demography of people that are patronizing you, it can help you to plan and strategize and know what opportunities is open to you. You must understand everything from distribution channels to your direct competitors. Even an analysis of foreign markets and other potential industries. There are likely dozens of new opportunities you will pursue immediately with proper amount of analysis. So if you understand what your competitors are doing, you identify new opportunities. And in every sector you're operating, there are always new opportunities too. For instance, now we have the Nigerian Youth Investment Fund, which is an initiative of Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and is funded by Central Bank of Nigeria. Here, they're investing in youth ideas to build sustainable business. So the website that you can get more information is also included here. So if you fall in that bracket, you can look at your ideas, how to translate it, whether you are qualified for the funding. This is a way of supporting SMEs in Nigeria and the working class of the country following the recent damage of properties and livelihood experienced across the nation. Access Bank also has rolled out interest-free loan of up to 50 billion. The fund is expected to serve as a kickstart to the affected communities, people, and businesses. So you can see the link here, Guardian link, to get more information on that. Like we have mentioned earlier also, you need to build an email list in whatever business you are in so that you can continuously connect with your leads from time to time. When you look at companies like, however, Constant Contacts, ConvertKit, and so forth, MailChimp, all these provide you with softwares that you can use in building and managing your email. So you can use those softwares, put your emails there. So at a click, a prepared message will be sent to all of them at the particular time. Building an email list, you must have what is called lead magnet. Like if someone goes to your website, maybe before something may pop up asking for name and email to continue to access it. You have also visited some website before, they can tell you to continue to receive free newsletter. Drop your name and email. These are lead magnets. Do you have it in your own business? If you don't have it, why? Yes, we have it in our business. How do you create a lead magnet? There's also a link here you can go through later on how to create a lead magnet. Number 7, form strategic partnership. Yes. Strategic partnership with the right companies can truly make a world of difference. It could allow you to reach a wide range of customers quickly. Identifying those partnerships might be easier said than done, but look out for companies that are complementary to your own and for working together. Like in CeProd, we are forming strategic partnership That is why we partnered with Denny University in US to be able to run programs on masters and PhDs on relevant areas of need, like productivity management, entrepreneurship and business innovation, digital marketing, and so forth. These are to give people necessary skills, and we cannot do it alone. So look at the business area you are and check if there are companies or organizations that are offering complementary services and products that you can have strategic partnership with. 8, leverage on global platforms. Leverage on global platforms. Now, if you are making sales, for instance, and you are just selling your products on your own, you may not go far. But if you use global platforms like Amazon, or you are selling services, you use Upwork, or if you are business of renting for vacation homes, you use something like Airbnb, invited homes, home away, you see that you make more sales. Therefore, in any business you are into, look at global platforms that you can leverage on, and you can make a difference. 9, licensing deals. Doing licensing deals is a great way to grow your business without too much of added effort. If you have a product that you can license to others and share revenue, that's an ideal way to grow quickly. Taking a popular or successful product and bringing it to a company with a large footprint can help you to achieve market saturation quicker. That is, you take your products to others and give them like distribution right, sole distributorship in an area. By so doing, many people will get to know you faster. You can also consider a franchise model. In a franchise model, you give your processes, system, product, you allow people to duplicate it and pay you some franchise fee. So you have a product that is selling, or you have a system that is good. Why not think about franchising it? And that is what Mr. Biggs and Tantalizer used to grow fast and get to saturation stage. If you want to think about ways to franchise, there's a link here, franchisedirect.com, which is ultimate guide to franchising. 11, diversify your offer lineup. Look into diversifying your offers. What complementary product or services or information can you offer in your business? In order to grow, you need to think about expansion. Identify new opportunities within your niche. That is why you can see women that are making hair or stylists. They know that women come to the shops regularly, and they will introduce other things like selling lipsticks, cortex, perfumes, so that when the women making hair come and they are seeing those things, they can pick one or two. So you too can look at what you are doing and look at how to diversify in complementary lineups. 12, build a passive income. This is very important, especially if you are in services. If you are rendering services, you see that income may not come daily. Or if you're a contractor, income may not come daily. So you may look at what can you invest on that can give you income without your own energy? So if you identify such things, you invest on it. It could be rentals. It could be having someone do Uber for you or whatever you come up with. But it will be giving you passive income so that it will stabilize what you are doing and help you while you are learning to make mistakes. Your income remains stable so that you will not crash. 13, acquire other businesses. Sometimes acquiring other businesses is a very quick way to grow your own business. If you can find competitors or businesses in other industries that will complement your own, you could use them as a platform to scale fast. But that means you must have the cash and wherewithal to acquire other business. 14, you can also look at international expansion. When we travel abroad, most often, maybe to London, US, Canada, we only look at the aspect of tourism, vacation, enjoying ourselves. But we can also look at how do we take our businesses there? How do we take our businesses there? There are a lot of things you can export from here to those advanced world. But at times, we don't look for such opportunities. If you can, you will see that there are businesses you can take from here to Canada, to Mexico, to Europe. That is, by so doing, you will be expanding your business. Even to other West African countries, there are opportunities there. 15, create a webinar. Webinars are a great way to promote any product or service. It can help you to grow your business relatively fast. Why? Because we invite people who are intending and interested to know more about what you are doing, to know more about your business. And through that medium, more people will get to know about you. Like here now, there are about 100, and this 100 is that are live here listening to me. I could not have reached them one-on-one, but through this webinar, we have reached them, and they will know the existence of CeProd and what we are doing to improve productivity in Nigeria, to grow businesses, and also to encourage individuals to attain their full potential. For those who just joined, like I mentioned earlier, you will receive free slide and recorded video if you are our member, but our non-members will receive only the training video. To get this, send a chat requesting for your free materials, your full name, email, phone numbers. But optional, you can get e-certificate by paying 5,000. You can indicate in the chat room if you want that. The admin will contact you. And if you also pay for a certificate, you will get both the video and the slides. Now, we'll talk about business growth milestones. There are 6 business milestones I should incorporate in my growth strategy. You should incorporate in your growth strategy. 1 is having profitable business model. It's not enough to copy what others are doing. You must look at it that is the business profitable. For instance, look at a situation where you go into POS, and by the time you went into POS, in your whole area, people were only 2, and there are 100 customers. And at the end of the day, you could make 20,000 each of you. But everybody has gone into it now, and there are more than 50 POS attendants in your area. And they will divide the same 100 customers. At the end of the day, they will be making like 2,000 a day. And by the time you pay the attendant and pay for their space you are using, the business is no more profitable. Therefore, for you to say you are in business, the business model must be profitable. What you are dealing in will be profitable. Then if it is, you strike to have repeat clients. People who patronize you should be able to come back. It is only when people keep coming back to you that you will know that, yes, your business strategy is okay. 3, you must have scalable marketing strategy. It is not enough that you have a business and you are at home or you are in your shop. Without a marketing strategy, people will not come and the business will not grow. If at all it survives, it will be for a short time. So you must have a scalable marketing strategy. 4, you must be able to hire and train a solid team. In business, you cannot do it alone. Therefore, you must have others to support you. And for you to get the right people to support you, you have to train them and they have to stay over some time to understand your systems. 5, gain authority in your industry. You must continuously improve your knowledge, your skill, your competence level, so that in your industry, people will recognize that you are a force to be reckoned with. 6, you must reach a significant number of sales. Like I mentioned, if you are attending to 100 customers before and people flock in, you must have a strategy of raising the bar so that you continuously be on top and so forth. Quote, growth and self-transformation cannot be delegated, Louis Mumford. So your growth cannot be delegated. If you are an entrepreneur or a business leader or a CEO, you must focus on growing more than operation. Accept responsibility for your life. Know that it is you who will get you where you want to go, no other person. So you must take responsibility. Taking responsibility is a commitment to own your life, to self-leadership, growth, and freedom. Christopher Avery. The role of CeProd in your productivity. Everybody complains about low productivity in Nigeria, in African countries and public sector, but few are volunteering to do something to change it. CeProd has volunteered to do something about it and to invite like-minded people so that we can see how we can raise the productivity of the country one at a time, because government have not been able to do it and they cannot do it because the public sector has highest level of low productivity. So CeProd was registered as a legal entity in 11 December 2008 with RC 30518. It was registered as non-governmental, non-profit, and a world-class productivity center in Africa. And the productivity of African economy, to increase it, requires concerted effort of all and sundry. We cannot sit on the fence. That is why we have a membership program where we admit associates, full member, and fellows. And we take them through a series of 14 trainings on 14 subjects. So what is the benefit of being a member? We show our members the best productivity principles, values, standards, and practices as a crucial factor in performance of the organization and business. We show our members to understand that increasing personal productivity raises their living standard and enhances national productivity. Because if you are making 2 million per annum and you can increase it to 5 million, you'll be able to spend more and the economy will benefit in general. These are some of our members in the membership induction we did at Sheraton some years back. Other benefit is as our members, productivity improves more, their real income improves, their ability to purchase goods and services, enjoy leisure, improve housing and education, and contribute to social and environmental impact will increase. Increasing our members' productivity also help their businesses to be more profitable. You cannot be our member and not think about what you will be doing to be more productive and to grow your business. Like our members can use ACP for associate, MCP for member, or FCP for fellows after their names, which connotes the level of professional competence and performance standard. And you also receive a monthly newsletter, a special research report, which keep members informed about emerging issues in the profession, locally and internationally. You also have opportunity to rub minds with other members. We create frequent opportunities to exchange ideas with experienced professionals because every quarter we have a virtual meeting of our members, which we also do through Zoom. You have opportunity for productivity coaching if you desire for 3 months to consult on areas that can help you determine your growth and productivity. Our members are listed in CeProd membership directory, and they have opportunity for international networking. These are our testimonial. A director of Federal Civil Service, this is what she said, that the training has taught me how to pay more attention to developing and training my staff and create a conducive work environment. Professor Balogun, who is also a member, says it has shaped my skill, broadened my horizon, and improved the level of professionalism. Professor Balogun is a professor in Redeemers University. So how is CeProd trying to create and improve productivity? We do this through direct productivity awareness campaign, through emails. Some of you here have received emails about 4 or 5 times, different topics about productivity. We also do free open webinar like we are doing now. We also handle free productivity courses. At times we give free skill acquisition to youth, and our members also talk to other people on this. We also do advocacy through publication in national and international newspapers. Like if you can see in the Sun newspaper, 22nd May, we talk about how Nigerian GDP can increase. You see, these are news agency of Nigeria. Center advocate flexible working option to increase productivity. So we do a lot of publications. These are some of our members in Abuja. This is the Abuja induction too. This is our topics that we take our members in the program: how to improve your staff productivity, setting milestones to achieve set goals, organizational knowledge management, application of technology in growth hacking. We give you these materials, you keep it, you consult it, and you use it to benefit your organization and yourself. Quote, a startup's ability to invest in itself help accelerate growth. In those early years, it is critical to make sure that you are redirecting any revenue back into your company. It is better to invest early and heavily in order to grow quickly. Last line. So we have said that CeProd is a recognized international organization. We have also said that categories of membership is ACP, MCP, FCP. We don't give honorary membership. We want people to acquire skills and knowledge that can improve the organization and themselves. We do lectures and interaction on completion of the lecture before the award. Like this month, October, we are going to do Zoom for members, Zoom lectures, because we have many are unable to attend because of cost of coming to the venues. We have online options of lectures and interaction is available. You also get free books worth over $1,000 on productivity, which is given to members. We have regular membership interaction through virtual meetings. Cooperating with Benny University, our members can run MSc, MBA, PhD in productivity management and other courses at a reduced rate, a reduction of about $2,000 to $3,000 for our members. You also have opportunity to attend monthly free lectures like this. So in the past 1 hour, you will agree it has been a time well spent. We can't cover everything you need to know about growing your business in an hour, even if we had all day. You can get more information about how we have grown other organizations in our website, centerforproductivity.org. Yes, in conclusion, focus on your customer experience. Fast growth depends on making your current and potential customers happy with their experience. The hairdresser said, yes, the more your customers are happy, the more you will grow. Compared with large companies, small businesses are nimble and often better able to see, anticipate, and respond to their customers' needs. So you are being a micro enterprise can be an advantage if you can respond faster to your customers' needs. Finally, to succeed, you have to know how to sell. You can't delegate that. Hands down, it is the most important skill you can have. You must know how to sell, no matter what your occupation is. That is why part of the program, the 14 lectures, deals also with digital marketing. Everything revolves around sales. If you are not good at sales, you will have a hard time succeeding in business. Thanks for listening. This is our contact and email. So thanks a lot. Chairman, over.
Yes, thank you very much, the Director General. There is no doubt that we are not disappointed with the well-researched material and beautifully presented, the way you have presented it. And I'm very sure that just like myself, my co-participants must have gained one or two things in this particular lecture series. Now, the sales funnel. We have come to know what a sales funnel means, how we can attract customers and also follow up on those customers we have attracted and to see how many of those customers we can retain and to remain in business. We've also learned about the research, the competition. We have to take into consideration some of our competitors in the market because we are not on an island of our own. We're operating in an environment where others are also players. So we must have to strive as much as possible to ensure that we get a greater chunk of the market share. We also learned about customer loyalty program. this is an avenue or a strategy to retain customers who are patronizing us. We don't want to lose them to our competitors. We also learn about identifying new opportunities. Yes, for us to keep growing in business and to remain in business, we must have to identify new opportunities that will help us to expand our operations and succeed. You also educated us on some of the avenues by which you can reach out to our customers, whether locally or internationally, through email list and strategic partnership, licensing deals, franchise model, and many others. In fact, there's so much that we have learned from today's lecture, and I think my co-participants must have gotten one or two things. And if I said that they should all relate theirs too, we may not live here today. However, we are going into another session, and that is the question and answer session. So every member or every participant, you now wants to ask a question, you are required to raise up your hand so that you'll be called upon to ask your question or comment, as the case may be. Then this will be taken, the Director General will take the one after the other, and we'll see how we can address those questions. So the floor is open to everybody. Thank you so much, the DG, for well-presented paper. The floor is not open to everyone.
Mm-hmm. You can appoint people.
Okay. All right. Hand is up. Who is that? Can't find out. Can't get the person's name.
Omolara Akonji. You can go.
Okay. Omolara Akonji, please. Let us hear your question.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, DG, for your presentation. Very clear, very succinctly presented. My question is on the ANSAF matrix. The existing market situation, like market penetration, which you explained very well, but I want to come on the side of experience. In recent time, the market penetration had become very, very, very difficult for those who want to sell a very good product that are not polluted. But those who have a adulterated product, they make a lot of sales. And I want to think it's because of the inflation situation in the economy. But your product that is not adulterated stays on your shelf for so long. So how can you address, what can you do to address such things? Thank you. That's my question.
Okay, we'll take another one. Maybe we'll take it about 3 or 4
we'll
questions.
Take about 3.
Okay, 3 questions. Yes, who is the next person? I can see a hand up. I can't see the name.
Okay, Hoshia Consult.
Hoshia Consult, please, can we hear your question?
This is Dr. Dewali, Hoshia Consult. I want to appreciate the DG for the well-presented lecture, and also the chairman for taking time to relay everything again for us to be able to appreciate what you have said. But I want us to know that, like the first question went, is the same thing, that now there's the need for us to have a way of getting information to the stakeholders, because many of them are not aware of their importance in productivity. And there's the need for a lot of training, both at all the levels of stakeholding, that is at the top and at the grassroots. So I don't know how we can harness this one to ensure that productivity is not just a subject, but is practicable. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. There's another hand there. Cannot get the name.
Okay, David King.
David King, can we hear your question, please?
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir, and everybody. I
Good
want to
morning.
thank you also for the. I hope you can hear me, sir.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Thank you very much for the insight. I'm just stepping into an area of business, which is logistics, and I'm wondering how the logistic company can really thrive in an environment where we don't have a very articulated legislation like in Nigeria. So I'm wondering, aside from knowing the normal transportation, which other areas of logistics business do you think it's viable? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Maybe we pause a
King
little
David.
bit and let the
No,
DG.
King David.
Okay.
Yes, I'm listening to you, sir.
No, King David, please, can you come again? Your question.
Okay. Uh, my question is aside from the normal, Uber and transportation available for logistic business, I'm trying to expand, our outreach and the challenges of legislation in Nigeria. How can a logistic company diversify its services to be able to like contribute to the growth and development of the community as well?
Okay. Okay, so I think I can take this three. Then when I come back, I will
All right, we'll take more.
look
Okay.
at the other ones. The first one was from Omolara Akonji. She mentioned the dilemma that we are today, where if you have good products, original products, it's a bit difficult to sell, but the fake ones move easily. Yes, that is true. But then, if you're able to carve a niche for yourself, that this is the type of product you sell, and you don't mix it up with the fake ones, then with time, people will know that this is what you stand for. And when they want original, they will come to you. For instance, if you buy China shoe, maybe a year, 2 years, it spoils. So if you are a parent and you are to buy shoe for your child every year, at a point, you may see a parent that buys one shoe for the child for 3 years or 4 years. You will ask the parent, where did you get this? They will refer you to that place. And maybe the price may be ×2, but they will always come back. But the mistake is that at times, when you try to mix it up, to mix the fake ones with the original, people will take your shop as the same. But if you say no, that this is what you stand for, over time, persistently, people will get back to you. People will come to you. And you will let them know that you have option. You can buy the one of 1,000 and buy it every year. You can buy the one of 20,000 and buy once in 20 years. So, and buy once in 5 or 10 years. So you must also be able to distinguish what you are selling. That is the market differentiation you have to do. So that is the issue. Then the other one, Dr. Dewale was saying how to get stakeholders to train on productivity. Yeah, productivity is seemingly a new area that is coming up. Many people do not understand what is productivity. So, but the awareness is coming up. If they understand, they will incorporate it as part of their training. Because, but a lot of people, the awareness is not there. And that is what we are doing. So, Dr. Dawale, you need to do part of the advocacy. If you have company owners, you tell them that this is what they need, because a staff can work for 8 hours and produce 10 cartons. Another staff can work for 4 hours and produce the same 10 cartons. The difference is both understanding how to manage themselves, manage their time, and manage their productivity. So the awareness has to be there. And that is what we all should advocate for people to understand that there's productivity training and that this is what it can do for you. It can move you from point A to point B if you do it. Then King David says, yes, logistics. Depends on the aspect of logistics you want to be involved. Logistics is a whole lot of chain. Like if you want to be involved in Korea as a Korea company, then there's inflation on that area, which you must have the license to operate on that area. Then if it is Uber, taxi, or having a haulage companies, you must also go through the appropriate registration. The essence of the legislation or registration is to make sure that the companies in those chains are identifiable. So we have to do that. But then, like I also mentioned, there are those that do all this pick and drop, or what we call, I can't remember the proper name now. So if it is also that there are micro haulage, you need to create awareness and have trusted people and so forth. You can also attach yourself, if you have bikes, with restaurants and have an app, and people can order for food. You go to that restaurant you are attached to, buy and supply. So that is just the thing. There are a whole lot of things you can do in logistics. You can register with companies and give them your vehicle, and then they will be paying you. So whichever one you decide to do, you should not be afraid about the legislation. Rather, you should look at how to comply with legislation, because legislation also protects you as an operator. So thank you. So can I take another 3?
Thank you very much, DG. I can see hands up, but I can hardly see the names.
Okay, let's take Charles. And now, Charles.
Okay. Charles, please, can we hear you? Is Charles there?
Charles. And okay, Steve, let's go to Steve.
Okay, Steve, can we hear your question, please?
Steve,
good afternoon, all. I have to first of all appreciate Dr. Chris and Dr. Richard, the presenter and moderator, for the excellent job you are doing. My question is particularly on partnership, which Dr. Chris has stressed in the course of this presentation. But I have a concern, and my concern is how do you encourage a situation you want people to come clearly open on the issues of partnership, or manage a situation where people are not open enough with information sharing, in a bid to partner with you in business?
Okay.
All right, the next one, DDG, I hope you have gotten that.
Yes, then let's listen to Dr. Emmanuel Mwobu, our fellow also. Thanks, Steve, who is also a fellow of our center.
Okay.
Dr. Mogo, can we hear you?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I
Good
logged
afternoon.
in a bit late.
No
And
problem.
thank you very much, Dr. Chris Ewu and the chairman for today's meeting for your lecture and your coordination. Now, I don't want to ask a question. I want to throw more light on the first question that the madam asked and the answer of the DG on the issue of fake substandard versus original. Now, experience has shown that the fake, physically looking, often at times it is difficult for you to differentiate between the fake and the original. And that is the greatest problem that consumers have. And the way out of this is to have a means of proving that what you have is superior, is of the standard required. Now, take for instance, we do importation of pipes and equipment. Now, one of the things you could use to convince somebody that your pipe, which is more expensive,
Okay. Appears the network has ceased.
Okay, his network ceased.
Your network has ceased. Okay, we'll come back to you later.
Okay, the next question.
We take Dr. Abiodun Adesina.
Thank you for the succinct presentation, the DG. I want to ask if one finds oneself in a public business environment, like a tertiary institution, and one intends to increase productivity by creating idea, creating innovation, and such public environment does not encourage it. What strategy, what model you want to take to introduce such countered innovativeness?
will give you what is called meal certificate that gets the number, can verify this to prove to your consumer.
Right.
Okay.
Appears there's a clash of.
Okay, but I could get a bit of it. Dr. Mogo, can you go ahead? You
Okay.
see at a point.
Where did you hear me last? What did you hear last from me?
No, you stop on the look alike, the fake and the.
Okay. Yes, I'm trying to say that often at times the problem that vendors have with consumers is because the substandard or the fake goods look exactly same like the original physically. So on the basis of physical assessment, you cannot discern which is better. And so a tool you can use to help you is ensure that you have a means of proving to the consumer that what you have is superior. So I went ahead to give an example. I said, for instance, we import equipment, accessories, and so on. I take pipe, for instance, carbon steel pipes. Now, when you have these carbon steel pipes, insist that the manufacturers will issue what is called a meal certificate. Now, that meal certificate can be verified online by the consumer who wants to patronize you. And that is the only way he can confirm that what you have meets the standard and is original compared to the fake ones. The fake ones will not have meal certificate. And so if he goes to where they are selling fake ones and asks for meal certificate, he will not get. So if you're selling any product, try and find out a way of distinguishing and proving to your consumers that what you have is original. Once you have that tool, you will always excel. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for throwing light on that. We appreciate. So can we now
take one more?
Yeah, no, Charles, Eosa.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Charles Ehosa, can we hear you?
Okay, we are not hearing you, Charles.
It's not.
Okay, so we can hear. So let me respond to the questions. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Emmanuel, for giving us more clue on how to distinguish fake and original as a precursor to selling it. Now, Steve, yeah, partnership. If you watch, when I was when I was delivering lecture, I didn't use directly the word partnership. I use maybe forming alliance, collaboration, and so forth. Now, most often people enter into partnership blindly. And that is the problem. What I mean blindly is that you are in partnership with somebody, but there's no documentation showing that you are in partnership. Until problem erupts, you will say, this person have deceived you, you are a partner. Now, if somebody is not sharing information with you, is not open, then there's nothing to go forward with. Maybe Barrister Obiano will throw more light on that, on how to validly enter into a valid partnership that will help you not to have the heartache that comes after. So I'll leave it at that. Then Dr. Abiodun Adesina mentioned on being in an environment that does not allow you to explore, to be innovative, to be creative. Yes, most public sector are like that because it is what I can say a regimented system, which you must do things in a particular way, and then you must take instructions. So what you may do is to be creative and innovative and see how you can apply it personally. Like if you are in a tertiary institution, there are a lot of grant opportunities. You can write for a grant and carry out some research for international agencies, which will cover your traveling costs, your conferences, and so forth. I know a friend who is in a public university. He writes for some of these grants and they give him, even as I'm speaking now, he's in Germany on research for about a month. So you see how you can apply those things you are learning. You can also collaborate with organizations to carry out research for them, and they will pay and things like that. Because the public sector is a regimented system, and then there's nothing you can do about it. The system of formulating policy can take years, and to bring change also can take years. So that is just the way it is. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, DG. Let me just throw light on one or two areas before we take more questions. The issue of partnership, as you mentioned, if you want to go into partnership with anybody in business, you have to draw what we call a partnership agreement. And in that agreement, the terms and conditions must be clearly spelled out. And there must be full disclosure before you actually invest your money or your skill, as the case may be, in that business. And partnership sometimes could be, one could be a financial partner, the other one could be a management partner. Depends on how both of you agree to manage that business, or that partnership agreement is arranged. Some people will have the money to contribute, while some will have the technical know-how to manage the business. Then you also determine how the profit is to be shared, whatever amount that comes into the business. And so in the course of carrying out this partnership business, and you discover that a party is not keeping to the terms, its own terms of agreement, as spelled out in that partnership agreement, you have the option to opt out because there is a breach of contract there already. So you cannot opt out, or you sue for breach where you feel that the breach has occasioned a loss to you, financial loss to you, or you can sue to seek redress. But where you feel that opting out is a best option, why not? You can do that. But it will be risky to go into a business where your other partner is not disclosing some vital information. That means he has an ulterior motive to defraud the other partner. So you're at liberty to opt out or sue for redress. Now, let me add one more thing again on the issue of adulterated products. Yes, the madam that asked about, say the adulterated products move in the market faster than the original. Yeah, you shouldn't envy those who are selling adulterated products because they are taking a big risk. We have government, federal government agencies, or even at the state level, who are out to look out for those who are marketing adulterated products. The day they are caught up, they say there is a common saying that every day for the thief and one day is for the owner. The day they are caught, the entire product will be confiscated, and whatever money they felt they must have made in the business will go into the drain. So it is always good to do what is good. If you are dealing in a product, make sure the product is genuine, and you can beat your chest and tell your customers, go anywhere, try this product, and you will get value for money. So I will suggest that we keep to a standard or standardized products, genuine products, so that we can go to bed and sleep with our two eyes closed. Thank you very much, Gigi, for the opportunity to put in those few words. But now we're taking more questions. Anybody who has questions should raise up hands.
Okay.
The floor is open.
Okay, I think there's no more question.
If I'm
No more
allowed,
question.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello.
I think they are.
Hello?
Okay, Victor is raising up hand.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, Victor, we are hearing you.
No,
Okay,
this,
this is Omolara Akanji.
Yes.
Michael.
Mine really is a contribution, but first let me commend, the presenter and those who have organized this program. But like I said, mine is a contribution. We want to increase productivity in every human being, in every worker. There is something extra in them that you can bring out if you know how to get it out. And the way to do that is to provide a conducive environment and work out an incentive for them. Usually we call it productivity incentive, on the factory. You'll get the very best out of them if we do that. I just want us to factor that in when we're talking of, productivity. Thank you.
Hello?
Did we get the name of that last person that had the last question? Okay.
Yes, Victor. Yeah,
Okay.
another person, Omolara Akanji.
Omolara Akanji.
Yes, I have asked questions once and I'm asking again. I want to thank all the responses that came to my first question. My second question is in the area of the digital marketing funnel. There are various marketing applications in the market, off the shelf. Which one will you recommend for either a small and medium enterprise, or do we just go on and do a bespoke one on our processes, the size of our market? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question?
No other one.
You can still take one more or two.
Okay.
None,
so let's
none.
assume this is the last one. Yeah. So in that lecture, I put some of the softwares or digital marketing softwares that you can use. I think part of it is Millichamp and others. So when you also take our course, because we have digital hacking growth through digital marketing, you will see many more. But again, as a business owner, you may not be able to do everything by yourself. So at times, you will also consult with people who are into ICT so that they will be able to give you all the options. Then you can ask the whys and how and come to final conclusion. The starting point is to know that this is where you need to be. This is what you need to do. Then you start asking, how do you get there? So thanks a lot. So I think
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we will stop here because of time and to allow those who want to go for their prayers to do so. But so we might take a vote of thanks from Kelebe, if he's still here. Kelebe is our council member. Is Kelebe still here? Okay. So let's take from Dr. Odewale. Dr. Odewale, give us a vote of thanks.
I want to really appreciate all the people that have created the time to be here from the beginning to the end and those who joined in the middle. Really, this has been one of the best that we have had, but I know that the best is yet to come. I really thank the chairman for the way he did the work of the rapporteur, making sure that even those who were not around at the beginning had a very good chunk of the cake. And I believe that we'll be able to put this into practice because that is the most important thing. And there will be increased productivity, not only at personal, company, and institutional level, but also at national and international level. Thank you very much for being there for us. Really appreciate it once more, and the chairman. May God bless us all in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks all.
Thank you very much, DG.